Rivers to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Second down. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to where he runs through people, but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving. Speed and toughness is a premium.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
Now it's Tannehill. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense,
they'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Rivers now from the 50. Looking for Campbell down. And he bats it away, and it falls. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To the air again here, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
Again, it's Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. we spotlight Derrick Henry now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think...
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up...
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. The hitter here is complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts. We'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators.
Now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rivers on the money, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
22-yard line. They'll throw again. Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack. And they'll get this down to the 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to.
And he's set to go on offense once more. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. 3rd down. Here's Hines. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. Going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. Like, I almost wasn't. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
A think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because...
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Don't do us like that.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes Tannehill. To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Grover Stewart able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though...
Out of his end zone, Rivers. Fighting Hilton on his slant. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 98 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit...
Here's Tannehill. Brown has the first down and much more. And down to the 27-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. 27. The win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis...